Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're down today on Blackpool Sands in South Devon. Fantastic beach. Got down here bright and early this morning to take advantage of the empty beach. Now, we've got the SAA team with me. We've got Mike Coomer, we've got Rob York, we've got Nick Panther, we've got Adam Slack, and we've got Gav Cuthbertson. So what we're going to do is do the casting side of the Penn Fathom 2 casting special and the Akios Nitron. Let's get into it. Okay, Adam, so first impressions. Now, you've actually done the fishing side of this already.
Yeah.
You used it last night. How did you find, first impressions first? So the
cast lovely. Looks nice, low profile. Cast wonderful. Did really well with it yesterday. Just the handle I'm not a fan on. Can't get your hand around it properly. I had cold hands yesterday and just felt a little bit uncomfortable with it. And apart from that, it was a nice reel.
Yeah? The casting side of it.
Casting side was lovely with it, yeah.
It was, yeah.
One criticism I had with it was the line went down the spool twice.
There's like a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah, there's a lip there. And my line, at the end of the cast there, when you overrun at the end there, the loop went down the side there twice, which I'm not a fan on. I don't like that, because it chafed the line up. Yeah. But apart from that, it went well yesterday. But yeah, time will tell. I was quite impressed. It reminds me a lot of the Tornos.
Yes,
casting. It does.
Very
it's a low
smooth
profile. Get your thumb right round it.
Yeah. The
which
cage
is good.
Is lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, it's done the trick.
Lovely gearing in it. It did do the trick. Yeah. It was alright.
And I don't think we chucked it. Lovely ratchet on it.
Lovely ratchet.
Nice and loud.
Better ratchet than my Diver's got.
Yeah, you can do that now. So what we're going to do is going to get the boys now doing a few casts on this beach and putting them through the casting paces. So let's get into it. So, that was the first time you've really hit that reel. You had it set up as you wanted yesterday.
Yeah.
Plain lead, there is not very much line at all left on that spool.
No. And that's with the, I knocked the bricks off a little bit on the next one as well. How safe that was.
In the silk, that is. Also, £20 and there's not much left on at all. I think by the end of the day you'll spool that with £20 on.
Possibly, yeah.
Would you use that reel on the casting field, loaded up with £12 line? No. No,
it's not a monomag in it, is it? I don't think it's a monomag.
It does the mag. To be honest, I like it because it does. It comes right out, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know what I like my monomags. I don't know how many magnets are in that. Yeah. It's over breaking.
You think if you
when you wind your mag off, you want your one mag to be wound right off.
It's got the speed.
It's a lovely fishing reel, but a fishing reel is not a casting reel. They're different.
It does remind me a lot of it, but the smoothness of the spool.
Yeah, it's a lovely smooth reel. Cast lovely for fishing reel, but it wouldn't be not a proper tournament reel.
We'll have a look a little bit about the Akios tournament reel in a bit later on in the episode.
I don't know what the setup is in this.
Very smooth. Well, I basically took the mag straight off it and I spun it, and it was going and going and going and going and going. Now the tournament reels, what you will see later on in this episode, which Adam's had to play with, they are very, very fast. And to be honest, without cleaning them out and turning them into a tournament casting reel, when you're just basically getting them straight out the box, they're perfect for fishing for place and lighter line fishing, basically. Anywhere you want to put leads at distance, Chesil Beach, place fishing and stuff like that, the reels are perfect. So we'll have a look a bit later on at them. I'm very, very impressed with the smoothness
of it.
Lovely
casting, yeah.
It is, isn't it? So next up, we have Gav Cuthbertson, first time using the reel. I'm not sure if he's going to go for the casting special. I think he's got the casting special on, so we'll get him going through that, and then we'll get Rob on here, and then I'll have a little play, and then we'll have Panther and Mike. But what do you reckon for the money? Just under 200 quid.
It's good. Got a lot of money. Yeah, you got a lot of money. Yeah.
It's trouble with reeling out. You've got to reel in. Good on. Here he is, back again. Right, we'll get Gav up on the air and let's have another cast. So Gav, the Akios Nitron, you've been looking forward to getting your hands on this?
Yeah, definitely.
First look on the reel, you haven't used it yet?
No.
This is the first time you've actually seen it and held one?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, first impressions, looked very nice. You know, I like the old carbon fibre effect on it. Handle Not too sure about, but obviously we'll have a look at that in a minute.
Yep.
But on the whole, I mean, yeah, it looks nice. You know, the mag's in the right position, I think, for reeling in.
Nice design.
Yeah,
very nice looking reel.
It is a nice looking reel, mate. Yeah, definitely. That'd be nice. We give it a few casts and see what we can do with it.
That's it, mate. That's it. What do you think?
Flew, absolutely flew out. I had a little bit of a slip there at the beginning, but still controlled it, and it went out lovely, mate.
Smooth.
Yeah,
very,
really
very smooth.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you find that compared to the multipliers you normally use for your everyday fishing?
They're sort of different multipliers. Yeah. I would say, you know, this here, obviously the multipliers I use from everyday fishing, obviously I use the Saltis. It's a different reel together, do you know?
How would you rate the smoothness compared to that reel and the Saltis?
It is, obviously this is a lot smoother.
Yeah,
hell of a lot smoother.
Very smooth.
Yeah, compared to the Saltis. No, I mean, I'd have to give it a couple of casts, you know, obviously I did slip on that one, but looking at that
Did you have that mag same as set as what Adam had it on?
Yeah, same
so
setting. I hadn't moved nothing.
No.
It didn't even lift. No, it was hell of a safe. But I will say give it another couple of goes and then I'll
get
see.
right into it. Let's get it on. This is the first time you've seen the reel.
Yeah.
What do you think?
First
impression.
It looks pretty. I've got to admit, it looks the part, yeah. But we'll see what it casts like in a minute. The only thing I don't like about it so far is the handle, but
handle.
Yeah, it looks a little bit flimsy.
It reminds me of like the 6.5 type handle, and like for a 6.5 reel, obviously it's built for a rougher ground, and the handle I'd like to see more of a power handle myself as well.
Yeah. It's built for the rough ground, is it?
It's built for, that's what it's meant for. It's mixed.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, that's what it's been. James Cook has been taking up targeting on the top with him, and he said he's handled it no problem. But I would prefer to see a power handle type handle on there.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 6.5 handle in it.
Yeah,
it's not made for hauling in big fish.
No, it's not.
And obviously with the spool diameter and stuff like that, you could put 25-pound line on there, no problem.
What does that hold at 25 pound though? Do you know what that holds?
I'm not sure what it would hold, mate. But
I'll have a look in a minute.
It holds a fair bit of line.
Does it?
Yeah. But
well, give it a go and find out.
Cast, that's why not.
Well, fluff it.
Boy's giving him a little bit of stick before he turns up on the Yoki. Very nice. Very nice. Right, first cast, what do you think?
Oh, smooth.
Very
lovely.
Smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. But you said it's for rough ground. But when you look at that spill, the depth of the spill, I'll show you. Can you see that? If you had like a 0.45, a 25 or a 30 pound, it don't look like it's going to hold a lot, does it? So I don't know. And like Adam said, I'm not happy with that groove on that side there, look, and there. It's like a trap here.
It's got a gap there. That's obviously for the smoothness of the reel, but the line is capable of going in there at the same time.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Especially if you have a little overrun, it has a tendency apparently to go inside.
I found it when I was bringing the line up through to put my leader knot on, and as I pulled it up through to the top, it actually got caught on the side.
Did it?
But to be fair, the actual side was undone, and I'd done it back up.
Spool.
Yeah, on the spool, the tightener, and then when I put it back on, it did catch again.
Right. I think you need to have a few plays with it, really. You can't just do it on like 1 or 2 sessions, can you?
No,
to see how it works out.
The old idea is to come down here and do some basic general review from not just myself but everybody else on the casting. And for anybody what's looking at casting a reel and looking for something what's very smooth and gets a distance, it's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Very, very perfect.
The only criticism is like
the handle.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's not the great.
To be fair, a lot of the handle, the type of fishing you're doing, and the type of fishing I'm doing, you're looking for that power handle because of the type of fish you're targeting. Yeah. For an everyday average angler, what going on to Chesil Beach or anywhere else, that's going to handle in it.
Probably would be.
Yeah.
It's not the most comfortable.
To be honest, it reminds me of the handles on the original 525s.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, for like the type of fishing we were doing, the raising that, looking back now, it was a lot of stress on the reel when you reel in compared to the Fathoms and the Saltigas and stuff like that. And the power handle, because you used to be able to put the power handle down on the 525, didn't you?
You could
adjust
manoeuvre it.
But that's what I think you could probably do with that on that. Even if that went down there and it gives you more, you know what I mean, turn.
Cranking power.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just cosmetic.
Yeah, that is. I don't think you can change that. No. I'm not sure. I haven't really had a look at that.
In the week, I think Andy's going to open this one up with Adam and have a look inside and just see the innards.
Yeah. Just to see.
That'd be nice to see as well.
it inside. But one thing I do like is the mono mag.
Yeah.
Because on a normal, like on the CS, it's a clicker. Right. Exactly the same as the 525s and some of the older ones, but with the type of reels we've been using, like getting the Phil Stairs mag and the Soltigas and the Fathoms and that, it's total casting control in it, because you can, you're in control of the reel.
Yeah.
Where on the CS you've got so many turns round, which is probably just over a turn. Where on this it will keep going and going and going and going and going, like Phil's does.
Right.
So if you want to let those mags off, you've got full total control of that reel, what you haven't.
Right.
So that's a plus side to the Akios rather than the Penn.
In the meg on this one is probably in a little bit of a better position if you're going to.
Where would your hands be if you were reading it?
That's how I usually reel it.
Yeah. See, I don't. I held my arm there.
Yeah.
And when I had the CS yesterday, I was like that.
Yeah.
And then because I had to move my hand up, everything felt wrong.
Right.
Where I'd never had that issue before with a multiplier.
And if you wear a watch as well, it's
because of the wider cage on the CS than the normal the Fathom 15, and then that extra side bit out there, it was just like that.
Yeah.
Where I had to move it up slightly to get this.
Yeah, that's how you usually do it.
Yeah. Well, that at the moment, to be fair, it's not really doing it, but the other one's quite chunky and it gets right in.
We'll try that in a minute.
It's a lovely reel, and for just under 200 quid. If you're looking for something to get out and catch fish on, Chesil Beach, anywhere. Well, James, obviously, he's got that. He's put £25 mainline on it.
It's a lovely cast.
And he's using it for up on the North Wales coast for targeting tope this year. But he's going to take it up to Bridlington and put 15 on.
Yeah,
and I think with £15 mainline, it's going to fly.
Yeah.
And looking at it compared to some of the older Akios, they're a bit like the original Abu Garcia, aren't they? 6.5 reels. This here is a bit more grunty. I'd have no problem using that on Chesil Beach, targeting rays and stuff like that on, you know what I mean?
But as for a rough ground, I wouldn't use it on a rough ground, on any rough ground, to be honest.
Not with that handle. I think the gear ratio and that, everything's there, isn't it? It's the handle.
It'd be nice to see when you open it up in the week and see what it's like inside.
Yeah, I just feel that handle needed.
It doesn't feel man enough.
Yeah,
it's a bit weak.
Lovely reel though. But
nice.
Right, I think we'll obviously who else did have a go? I think Adam's had a go. We've had Rob York, we've got Mike, and we've got Mr. Panther. I'll have a quick cast on camera, and then we'll get right back into it. I love casting your rod.
I've seen it go smooth as silk.
Thanks, Gav.
Apart from the little birds and nest he's got.
Very, 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 very smooth.
That's the one. That's the one. That's my. That's the one. Yeah, whatever.
Very, very smooth. I got to say, for just under 200 quid, you got a fantastic reel there, guys. You really have. Yeah, we've pointed out the bad points, but you're going to have that in every reel. At the end of the day, no one's ever going to get something right first time. But I think the design behind the reel and the smoothness with the reel, it's a phenomenal reel. I'm not sure whether you could probably get a customized handle if you were looking for that power handle type, but to be fair, it is a lovely reel. I love the mag, I love the design of it, I love the colouring, nice drag, nice ratchet, everything you're looking for really in a multiplier. I'm very impressed, very impressed. Okay, Mike, so most of the fishing you do is continental style.
Yeah.
Obviously fixed ball. You do use multiplier?
Yeah.
You do use multiplier. So obviously, what is your general look compared to the multipliers that you generally used on that reel from first impressions?
First impression, cosmetic wise, nice. It looks really good. I like all the graphic design.
Yeah.
Red matches well. Nice and small. I got the 525s, which is obviously bigger.
Yeah.
But feels light as well, actually.
Very light
compared to a lot of.
It's a nice design.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting a few casts on him.
Yeah, I am. Not being a pendulum caster, so it'll be like
off the ground, over a thumb.
probably an over the head,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be using some of Mike's leads today, C-cast, and you've got a few different ones with you, haven't you?
Yeah, I just got a 6-ounce plane and the Americanos.
Those Americanos. So we'll see how they fly today as well. Let's get into it.
I want a bad cast, considering it was just more of an overhead thump. A bad cast and an overhead thump.
So, you normally use a lot of fixed balls with the container rods. Now, you've put the mags on that. Now, how do you find that compared to what you've cast multiplier wise?
Well, I've got the 525s.
Have you?
And this is, I'm impressed. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen my spool that empty.
No.
No, that was an overhead cast.
It's very, very smooth. The mags on it, one thing I can't rate highly enough about this reel is the mag design, because it's a phenomenal mag design. It really is. You don't get a lot of the reels where you've got get more out of them, like a mono mag. Most of them you get like a turn around. So even the slideys, you get that point from 0 to 10. With the original 525s, but on this now you can literally turn the mags off as much as you want, and it's a phenomenal smooth casting reel. It really is. They've done absolutely fantastic with it.
It's nice, I must admit. It's nice, compact as well. But yeah,
it just feels and looks right.
It's so light as well.
And to be honest, like the handle, I know a lot of the lads they're looking for the power handle, but that handle, if you're type of fishing,
to me, I just fish.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know one difference between one multiplier, and everything else. But this is nice and smooth.
You'd be quite happy to use that for your everyday fishing.
Yeah. I'm actually. I mean, I'm putting that on a Continental.
Yeah, we'll try it.
It's a different Continental. I'll show you it later. But it casts 350 grams. This Continental.
Does it?
So it's more designed like this rather than the thin tip.
We'll have a look. We'll let him have a cast. Well, get on, Mike. You reel him back in, mate. Or do you want me? I'll tell you what. I'll reel it back in.
Yeah, you reel it back in because I might put it different.
But it's
I'm impressed with it. Nice and smooth.
Very, 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 very nice reel. There's a few of the lads cast it now. We got one lad left to cast it, and he stood behind the camera this very minute. Mr. Panther.
Not on that rod.
He can't cast it on this rod because it's too much. Oh, it's not too much for him. He don't like the rod. It's a bit stiff, isn't it, for you?
Just
what are you going to use?
My Ziplex Primo High Flex.
Right. So Nick's gonna have a cast now with the Primo High Flex,
which is a C curve rod.
C-curve rod, where this is a J-curve rod.
I reckon that went out fairly far.
I was quite impressed, mate. Yeah, it flew.
So for an overhead thump, I was quite impressed with that.
So what we're going to do now, I'll take this one off. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a little bit of fun quickly. I'll let the mag off slightly and I'll have a cast.
Now, I'm glad you had it on like that, because I'd have been the third one to bird nest it.
Hey, do you want a cast? Right, what we're going to got Steve Ford here, good friend of ours, accomplished caster, had some fantastic results down on the casting field and that, and he's just about to have a go on the Akios Nitron. Boy's having a bit of a bubble. Well, it's about having a bit of a laugh when you're down on the beach, innit? And lovely Sunday morning. We've come down here to get out the wind, and here he is. There you go, Steve. Take it away, mate. That mag's totally on at the minute. You want to? I think Adam had it 4 clicks, mate. Off the ground cast, very nice, flying.
That's smooth, very smooth.
We'll cover the camera, mate.
Cast's lovely.
Now, you've had a lot of multiplier reels over the years. How would you rate that for smoothness?
Yeah, it is mint.
It is, isn't it?
Actually, yeah, spotless.
I know do you use the Akios for your casting?
I've used one years ago. I don't use it very often.
No.
I've switched into the new Fathoms.
Have you?
The old Fathoms,
yeah. I'm a favourite as well.
Only recently, and with the mag, I think they're full stairs mags, and
you've got
fabulous.
They are. To be fair,
that's very smooth.
We'll go into that in a minute, but that is very, very smooth.
I wound that off 4 clicks.
What I like about it, and don't see it very often from a factory-based multiplier, is the mag. Is it that mag?
It's compact.
It's a mono mag, and it will go all the way out.
It is a
turning,
mono,
turning. Yeah.
You realise it?
It looks like a mono mag to me, but you have a look in a minute. And if it wasn't a mono mag, you would just get so many clicks, wouldn't you? And that actually comes right back out.
Went well enough.
I could be wrong, guys. I'm not going to say I'm right, but to me, the mag releases and releases and releases, which I would say is.
That didn't really lift either. On 4.
No.
Probably go better. Very smooth.
I did take it off to 6. Right?
Did you?
Yeah, last time. Hey?
Tried taking it to the road. Very smooth. Yeah, I like it.
Right, well, what we'll do is take the reel off now. We'll let Nick have a go with his iFlex, and we'll get the guys casting the CS casting special.
No, I haven't been doing any. I've tried. I can't get a distance pendulum at the minute.
No, don't need to. Went out far enough. You have a look at that mag while you're there a minute, Steve. You have a play with him there. That's a mono mag. Yeah, it's got to be. Where you got the casting special, you get just over a turn with it, okay? And that just keeps releasing. And I know Akios have got some of the top casters working alongside them, and that to me looks like it's been designed properly. Someone knows what they're doing design that mono mag.
Okay.
He's gonna have another cast. Let's go. And it's still not lifting.
A little. Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
It is very nice, isn't it? Just under 200 quid. I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah.
I was sent to the review and I was asked to basically give my opinion on what reel I prefer. And I fished with both of them last night, and I've got to say I prefer the casting ability on that reel. Just the smoothness of it.
Anything on it?
We never had nothing decent. We had dogfish and small congers and stuff like that. We just got basically dogged out last night.
Right.
But I like the handle on the CS better.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. It's an odd one, really. I love the Penn Fathoms. I'm a Penn Fathoms fan, but I just don't like the positioning of the mag. We'll go into that in a minute.
I just had it just now, and I can feel it's.
You do the same as me.
It's going to dig me
yeah,
there.
I do that. And last night I had to move my hand up, and it made me feel different.
Yeah.
My fishing. I had to change my fishing for the reel, which I shouldn't have to do.
No. It just needs in the wrong place.
Yeah,
It's
definitely,
turning, isn't it?
definitely. What we'll do now then, we'll take this reel off, we'll go over to the Penn CS, and we'll put it through its paces. So basically we've got each reel side by side now, and we've got all the lads around. So we were just talking, weren't we?
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons to each reel, let's go.
Yeah. So,
Mag in the wrong place.
yep.
Or swap the mag to the ratchet's position.
Yeah.
That's on the CS.
If you could.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that, take that cage and turn it, and have that mag there and have that ratchet there. Perfect. That reel would be absolutely perfect.
And then move that mag over here.
Yep.
And then
It
probably
didn't
move that
really,
over.
didn't really interfere with me. I don't know whether you
To be honest, that doesn't interfere with me when I'm
It's in
casting.
a better position.
It is in a lot
It is,
better.
isn't
If you hold on a minute. If you reel in sort of like that, it sits a little bit higher than that one. It doesn't rub on.
When I'm reeling in, that's right in my wrist.
Same as
Yeah.
me.
When I'm reeling in here, I get away with it.
You've got a bit
Yeah,
more
but
freedom.
that's because that one
And
there
it's
is
not as
quite
chunky.
That
This is
is
wide.
And that's a lot thinner, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
So it's not there.
look how much line that holds.
Yeah. But when you look at the two, they're wasting a lot of that spill with this edge in here where it goes flush to the sides on this one. You can see it, look, can you?
Yeah.
Could have been squared up.
Yeah, definitely. So you can see what one holds the most line
Lost
as well.
80 yards on that, and yeah,
Easily. In that, the
When you
handle
look
on
at
that
this, this
one.
is like the 515s were.
If you cracked up on that, you'd probably get away with casting again.
Yeah,
but
without
not on that
refilling,
one.
not on that one.
You'd have to
to
spool up each
re-spool,
time. And
yeah.
if you like Rob was saying, if it's 25-pound main line on that one there, and you for rough ground fishing, and you cracked off, you'd have to spool up straight away.
Yeah.
That there, you'd be fine. I'd happily fish with that double tamer.
Yeah.
And then that
Handle's
even
better on that
toe
one.
pin,
Yeah,
anything.
that handle on the casting special needs to be on that Akios, really, something like that, where it's you can see it. Like,
Yeah, it's tiny.
It needs the power. So what you're saying, the Akios needs
it's
the
a bit
power
weak.
handle.
different
Yeah, it's a
handle
bit
on that.
weak. It's like
It's more like a 6.5 handle, isn't
Yeah,
it? When
it
you
is.
look at this, the setup.
The other thing as well, notice there on the float spool is hell of a close to the star drag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, a
you're
lot of
trying
gap
to get
here,
in
isn't
there
there?
to try and
Yeah.
tighten, loosen that, whatever. Whereas you've got plenty of space.
yeah, the
there.
float spool on there, that's a lot wider. It's a bit more easier to
Huge
access,
gearbox
get
on
to
the Fathom,
access.
isn't it?
Well, the advantage is a lot chunkier, isn't it? When you look at compared to two, that's quite chunky.
Yeah,
I think for a first attempt at that style reel,
It's not bad.
it's a very, very good.
yeah, it is.
I like the
yeah,
mag.
yeah.
I do
Very
like
good
the mag
effort.
on it.
But you two went out fishing last night, and did you try what's the drag like on them? So what we
I
can
liked it. To be honest, the loudness on the drag, fantastic. Adam didn't like the way it's a bit stiff and a bit
Stiff,
touchy.
sticky, yeah.
touchy. But that,
A bit more smoother.
Yeah, you can
smooth,
see it straight
very,
away.
very
Yeah.
smooth,
Sticky look.
very smooth.
Yeah.
Tighten him up. It's quite sticky.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
if someone said to
Could
me,
that be down to not stripping it down, clean it, re-oil and grease yourself?
Shouldn't have to,
perhaps?
though, should
shouldn't have to really,
Shouldn't have
should
to,
you?
but you will in 12 months.
if someone said to me, if I had to pick what reel to go for, I'd go for that. And the only reason I'd go for that is because of that mag.
You can upgrade that easy though if you wanted to. You can put your own handle on there, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
you
I
can
think
handle.
you,
Yeah,
I think you
takes
can do
2
that.
seconds.
You can get a power handle to
Yeah.
stick it on that, but that is very, very smooth. The drag and everything is a lovely reel. I'm a big fan of the Fathoms. If I could turn that cage around and have that
Yeah.
there and there, that all day long.
Yeah, 'cause that's going to rub you all
I
day
had to
long.
change my fishing style, and I shouldn't have to do that for a reel.
no.
No.
You know what I
It
mean?
sticks out quite a long way, doesn't it? It's quite.
Yeah, quite chunky compared to that.
Yeah.
Even if you were working reel up, it would still be in the way.
I don't know why they why they don't put the megs up higher. You got a hell of a lot of clearance then, haven't you?
I think that's just a lack of not speaking and finding out from an angler's point of view, because any angler would say that would be in the wrong position.
Yeah.
You'd never see that on the casting reels, especially when you're on the
Yeah.
monomags, where the monomags fit.
Always up there now.
Well, there, so it's right in front of you to play
Yeah.
with.
You don't want anything in the way.
No.
But
If I had to choose between two, I've not cast that one yet, but if I was as a fishing reel, I'd be more inclined to go to that one than that one.
so
Just
you
because,
would prefer the Penn than the Akios.
yeah, I haven't
Just
fished with
initial
either.
looks,
Just
like-
initial looks and handling. That one feels a lot more chunkier and sort of would probably
Matches the type of
stand.
fishing you're
Yeah,
doing.
The
rather
line
than
capacity is big as well. Isn't
yeah,
it?
yields more line.
You would crack off.
This
and
is
still get
more
a
like
shot.
to catch the angler, the redness and the
carbon
Yeah, the
look,
carbon
yeah.
finish.
It's a good looking reel.
Yeah, it
Look
is.
wise, I think that's up there with it.
They say it's probably more of a beach reel,
There's
isn't it?
much weight difference between the two.
Even though it's got
I mean,
a
I'm
gear
not holding
ratio
that one
for-
there. I mean,
That's
really
that's
light.
very, very light.
Light.
That was very, very light. And that, to be honest, they're both light reels. That it's an
Yeah.
hard one. I love the Fathom. It's just that mag. I won't. That's going to stop me
It's-
buying that reel.
I don't like the fact that it's horseshoe as well. I think I prefer the Fathom with
Yeah,
the
I
mono.
think-
Yeah.
yeah,
The mono mag would be far better.
It's the same as a 525 inside, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do
Well,
agree with you.
I think that is a mono mag, isn't it?
It
Doesn't
looks
come
like,
out-
like
the
it
way
might
the
be
shaft
now, yeah.
comes out. It
Yeah.
looks like a mono.
That's,
think
that's
that
not
would-
a monomag.
Do you
That's
think
not,
the
is it?
horseshoe mag
No.
and the monomag would really affect the guy that's a fisherman? Just going to buy it for fishing?
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's what the good thing with Mike was, because obviously we're looking at it from a different perspective in
Yeah.
our reels. We're looking for big power handles to bully in, like the type of fishing we're doing. A lot of the continental fishing, what Mike's doing, you don't need a power handle.
No.
And for the average everyday angler, they're not going to look at that.
No.
I mean,
but
I
that-
was
but that-
impressed when I cast that, just an overhead
Yeah,
thumb.
for the first.
And that actually went
That's got
quite
the same
far.
But that's
handle.
not a rough ground handle, is it?
No.
But I
That's
didn't
what
get
that
to
reel
wind it
paid
in
for.
because Webby
Yeah.
wanted to do
Yeah.
it.
What's that?
I said I didn't get to wind it in because because I'd have probably put the line over each other.
I'd have
That's
made
probably
sure
what
Rob
it
York was casting next.
and then the next one would have been all with a bird nest because of the way I put it back on, like, you know. But
Gav.
Yeah.
What would you go for? Without casting, you haven't cast your CS yet.
I haven't cast it yet, mate.
Just for
First
looks.
impressions.
I do like the Fathoms, but I am a fan of the Akios. I do like the Akios reels.
He's looking forward to this one today. He was been looking forward the last couple of weeks.
Like
Looks wise, I'd go for that.
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
you're picking
And
the
I
Akios.
think a lot of anglers, you know,
Yeah,
that
they
aren't
do.
Penn, you know, like big fish
Are you
anglers.
going to go Akios or are you going
would-
to go Penn?
They'd look at the two and
I'll
they'd go,
cast
I like that. I like the look of that.
Fathom CS first, but like I say, at the moment, I probably are more Akios.
So we got Akios, Penn. What would you go for?
For a casting perspective, it's going to be
Akios?
Akios.
I'd like to try the Fathom first.
Yeah. Right,
Well, I've
guys.
not tried that either.
Let's
For
get in.
me, it would be this one because I'm a beach angler, and that's what I would go for.
You're going to cast that one now?
Yeah, you've got Nick.
Yeah. And I've got a big half-kilo spool of line ready for you.
We got the
Right, guys, we're going to go and get Nick's last cast on
Six
the
clicks on
Akios,
it,
and then we're going to go
just
straight into the casting special.
Is the ambulance
You're
on
sick.
call?
Yeah, it's all on call.
Okay, guys, Nick's just about to cast.
We don't know if we brought enough line
We've got 2 half-kilo spools of line and shock leader.
and stripper.
This is a nice little gadget, this, isn't it, Gal?
Yeah, brilliant.
Changing your reels at home and that. What, do you want us to go through what it is?
line stripper.
It's for Berkeley, though, isn't it?
Berkeley line stripper.
If they're anything like me, I get my missus sat down, holding up onto the spool and just like, do you do the same? Do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you do it?
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
gets annoyed with it. Do I have to do it again? But I change my line really often. But this here, perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 minutes, it's done. Strips, reels. I mean, you can strip 3, 4, 5. I've had 6 reels stripped off on that one thing.
Seconds.
And then you just unclip that, pull it off, job done.
He's gone for the posh way with it with the D-well, but Rob, you didn't go for that way, did
No,
you?
no, I've got a cheap Aston one. I'm still not sure if we got enough shock leader for Nick go. Do you reckon that'd be enough leader line, Nick?
Well, guys, this is what it's about, having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of fishing, and Panther's just about to cast. So it's always going to be a bit
We've
of
just
fun.
rung the St John's ambulance and they're on the way just in case anything
You want to
nasty.
turn that mag right on for him, Steve? All bits of fun. Right, let's get into it. Audience, please! He's still got it. The boy's still got it. Way!
That was bad for you.
Go on, Mr. Panther, come over here and have a little natter. Don't lose it, it's like riding a bike. Nice eye lead.
Okay, mate. Yeah,
Flew.
it's a normal cast that I do. I don't like this handle.
Don't like your handle?
No,
No?
no. I'm not keen on that. Also, not keen on the lip here. As Adam was explaining,
Yeah.
I can see exactly where he's. There's a lot of movement in that spool as well.
You want a little bit of movement.
Yeah,
don't
but not. I don't know.
you? The smoothness of the
Within
reel.
reason. But I'm being a bit picky.
Yeah, you are.
If I had a choice between this and the Penn Fathom, being a beach angler,
You go for that.
go for that every time.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the handle is just this bit. The actual handle itself is fine.
Yeah.
It's just this grip.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
not
'cause it-
over keen.
what,
I'm
'cause
not
it
over
moves?
keen. No, it's just the shape of it. I think. I don't think it fits. I like the Slosh 20, the old Slosh 20.
Yeah.
It's even handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I like. Same
Yeah.
as the Abu 6.5.
Like a power
That's-
handle.
Yeah. Well, this is
grip.
what you call a power handle, isn't it, with a counterweight on? But it's just that having the one side longer than the other. I don't know. It's just me being picky. Mag's alright, smooth as silk
Lovely.
to cast.
I've,
But that was only opened up to 2.
was it 2?
Yeah, I asked Anna to put it on 2 because I don't know the reel,
Yeah.
but I know my rod.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to use your SU.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's
yeah.
too much too beefy for me,
It's
mate,
a totally
at
different
my age,
style of
you know.
cast. Yeah.
But it's a C-curve rod, so it suits me.
I
cast.
honestly would love to use that reel, targeted under that raise off Chesil. Fantastic. It would put the bait out a very, very long way with
Yeah.
20-pound line, and it's got the everything you need in it to land it. I wouldn't use it for raise. For targeting big blondes and stuff like that.
Right.
Just because of the handle.
Yeah.
It just think the monomag and everything else about the reel. If that was different, the drag on it's perfect. It's just that handle. If I
Yeah.
could change that handle over, no problem at all. But we got to look in. We got to give them a review, like you said before, for every angler, type of angler.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys or generally out there fishing are not doing the same type of fishing like some of us here are today, where you do a lot of beach fishing, and bassing and that.
Is this targeted towards the beach angler?
This is a reel what's targeted to anglers basically. And
the reason I asked you that, I've seen some of the blonde rays you cast, mate. They're awesome, and some of the smaller rays that Adams catches. Do you think the drag and the gears would be up to pulling in fish that way?
I think the reel would do the job, but as I said before many a times, it's about using the right tool for the right job, and that's what we basically do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're looking for to make life easy, and one of the reasons I went away from the Dower ST super tuned, very smooth casting, a bit like fly. But if you're on Chesil Beach and you're using 15 pound mainline and you hit into that big undie or hit into that big whatever, big eel, you want a tool what's going to be able to do it. And I don't like the STs because they haven't got the grunting power in the reel, where my Fathom 12s, what I've got mag from Phil Stairs, will hit that distance I need it straight away, but at the same time give me the grunting power to bully a fish if I need to.
Right.
Obviously using 15 pound mainlines, you can't bully the fish like that, but it gives me the backbone to lever in it, and it's not putting all the pressure on the reel. It's
right, but I'm just wondering if they've tested it up to a point like that, or as if it's just been built and now because you're doing the
they've had some phenomenal casters involved with
I bet they
not that I know of, but
yeah.
I know Akios are in with that type of thing. The mono mag on it is one of the best factory built reels I've seen, and I'm going to be honest with you, that mono mag is absolutely fantastic. It really is. The casting ability on that reel was fantastic. For the fishing side of it, brilliant. General beaches and stuff like that, I have no problem at all. If I was up targeting Tope and that, like of some of the venues we go to, or if I was going blonde rain or stuff like that, I could use that blonde rain, no problem at all.
Yeah.
But I've got reels what I would rather take to do the
which
job.
you would put over this one.
But that's a hard question, because you've got to give a review from your opinion, and that's only my opinion. Your opinion on that reel will be totally different. Adam's,
of course,
Rob and Gavin,
we've all got a different perspective,
and that's what I wanted to get Mike down here today, because Mike's a general all-round angler. He does a bit of everything, continental sort of size, a lot on Chesil and stuff like that. Not necessarily about targeting the big specimens and stuff like that. And what he seeks in a reel was totally different from what I would seek in a reel.
And different. Yours is different than
mine. From beach, that's perfect for what you would want it to be.
For me, I would go for these. I would go for these.
Yeah.
That's why the my beach reels and my beach rods, which isn't this one, is I've got my Abu 6.5s. They're both mag. I know I had one on them off you, and I also use my Slosh 20s as well.
Yeah.
So for a beach reel, this would go in amongst them.
Well, you're looking for the price range as well, because you're looking at a reel there what's literally under £200. Now, myself, Adam, Gav, and Rob, we're all using Saltigas. Yeah. Saltigas are like, you get two of them for the price of one Saltiga. Saltiga like 450 quid. They're top of the range. They're to me they're the Rolls Royce of reels. But not everybody is going to go out there and spend that type of money on a reel, because they don't need to.
No.
You don't need to. But for the type of fishing we're doing and the amount of fishing we're doing, and out 5 nights a week and stuff like that, you want to make sure you're getting what you paid for. But for a general beach reel for under £200 and a bit of mixed grounds, rough ground,
the price of reels today in this market,
fantastic.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I think you've done a very, very good job, Akios, with that for a first attempt at that style reel.
Yeah.
Yes, it's got a couple of bits which could be adjusted.
I think they could look at the spool where it's tapered back.
I'd like to see a more narrower spool.
Yeah, I like it when it sits flat to the front.
Yeah, I like to see that.
Like the Fathom.
Yeah, I like to see that. The mono mag on it, as I said, is one of the best I've seen built on a factory reel.
Yeah, I like that.
The drag system's right. The ratchet's fantastic. We get the ratchet on there now, and we put that into ratchet mode. You know what I mean? It's nice and loud, better than the Saltiga. If I'm totally honest with you, the Saltiga, that's one thing what lets Saltiga down is a ratchet. That ratchet's superb. For a reel under 200 quid, you've got a very, very nice reel.
Yeah,
so let's get you reeling in.
But it's got a few flaws, but at the end of the day, like you just said, to every individual that casts this reel, use it, they'll have a different opinion.
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Yeah, definitely. We'll let him get it in now, and then we're going to go on and get onto the casting special.
That's what happens when you cast 250 yards. It takes ages to reel in.
Right, so Adam's just had a cast, and as always, you've got to give an honest review and say everything what we found about the reel.
Yeah.
Now, one of the issues you're having with this Akios reel is?
Well, the spool is centralised. It's about a tiny little bit of movement there, and I'm finding there's a groove in the top of the spool there. See that? And the line sits in it.
You won't be able to see that.
And then yesterday, last one I was fishing, it went inside the spool, inside the reel, and it messed my line up. See, the line is actually in that now. See? And I don't know, it could just, if you had a lower diameter line, because that's quite a thick diameter, that.
That's 0.40.
Yeah, so if you had a 15-pound line on that, or a 12-pound line, it's going to go in that, and then it's going to snap or go around the spindle.
Yeah, and that's all set properly balanced.
Yeah, it's set, but it's a tiny little bit of movement on the spool, which is what you want.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. You don't want it tightened up. And that there, I don't like that. See, that line's gone right in it there. Look, see it?
Yeah.
And then it'll click out. I'm not too sure they've done that. It's weird.
One of the things is the shape of the spool.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of line capacity on that. I mean, I haven't. It's not been. I mean, if you crack that off, you're gonna have to reline the whole spool every time.
Yeah.
You're not going to get away with 2 casts on that.
15-pound line maybe.
Yeah, by the time you put your birdie out or whatever, you're going to have to redo that because that's not enough to cast again.
No, definitely not.
With my, like, the Daiwas, I'm not too sure about Fathoms, I'm not using them, but like, you can get away with 2 casts. You can crack one off, you lose all your line, you still got enough to do it. But the spools are, they haven't got the lip on.
No.
So you got all that line capacity on there. You probably lost 100 yards on that by doing that, or a bit less.
Probably right.
Yeah,
probably right. But we'll get through more casts now, and we're going on to the CS.